Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. You guys are with me during Media Day. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
It was Indiana Fever Media Day, when the players, rah-rah, and the marketing crew received their content. Get fans enthusiastic for the next season, sis boom. Bah. Thus, nothing blatantly unfavorable will be heard. This is just public relations. However, it doesn't mean we didn't receive some significant remarks, particularly from Caitlyn Clark, who, to my liking, is beginning to peacock a little. When it comes to realizing her worth, she isn't holding back. It is fantastic, particularly in regard to the question about playing off-ball, which I'll demonstrate for you in a moment. However, many individuals overlooked something else. I can't unhear what I heard, but I don't want to be a nasty Nancy. From Stephanie White and Kelsey Mitchell on the surface, everything seems great. However, if you pay close attention, it cannot be unheard. This is a brief, action-packed video. Before you begin, if you're happy, please like this video to witness the return of Caitlyn and the Fever. Alright, so before I discuss Steph White, Caitlyn, and Kelsey, you know what? The beginners sound incredibly positive, so I wanted to briefly concentrate on them, and after witnessing Angel's roasting, even if it was only in joke, you want to hear great things from her new teammates in Atlanta. Let's begin with Myisha Hines-Allen, who caused a great deal of controversy, albeit I don't believe that. She was the target of particular hostility. IT was more annoyance at the Fever front desk for not bringing in more skilled personnel. However, this is awesome. She made it clear that she joined the Fever because she wanted the opportunity to play with Caitlyn Clark and that Caitlyn wanted her there.
Winning. Being able to play with Caitlyn Clark, I think that was a huge eye-opening. Like, I had the opportunity to play with one of the greatest players that's ever going to play the game of basketball. So for me, once I also heard that, like, oh, she really wants me here too, I was like, oh, well, let's get it done then. There's no questions about it.
Additionally, Monique Billings seemed like a very upbeat and drama-free person, and I really enjoyed what I heard from her. Nice teammate, akin to Sophie Cunningham or perhaps Sydney Colson.
For sure. I mean, I'm a vet. I've done this for a while now, me being in my 9th season. I know it's just coming in, knowing I'm brought here to be me, which is positive, which is light, bringing a leadership to this group. And again, having my conversations with management, why they brought me here is to be me. So if I can just continue to be the best version of myself, I'm in a good position.
Now that we've finished discussing the newcomers, let's move on to the returning characters, beginning with Caitlyn Clark. Whether the Heat would bring back the core from the previous season was the main topic of discussion this summer. In particular, Kelsey Mitchell had options on the open market and was due for a max contract. Caitlyn stated that getting Kelsey back was their first priority when she appeared on NBC's Basketball Night in America. And she reiterated on Media Day that Kelsey is her ride or die.
And I think that speaks to why she continues to sign back here is she enjoys the people that are here, and she also feels loved and cared for, and people are here to serve her as well, but she does it in return too. So just really fortunate that she's back here. I know I've said this before, but she makes my job a lot easier when you have somebody in the backcourt like that. I mean, I don't think there's nobody better in the league for me to play with, so just really fortunate and lucky.
You will hear the same type of chat track if you listen to the Myisha Hines-Allen clip and this one again. Caitlyn desired those two players. Therefore, it's good to see that Caitlyn has some influence over who joins the Fever. After all, if the Fever want to retain her for a long time, it will be crucial. Additionally, there's just one reason I understands why she might not want to stay to the entire concept of playing off the ball. The media is aware of its controversial nature. Because they questioned her about it on Media Day, it became a discussion point among her admirers. Her response was also PR-friendly. However, she also acknowledged to everyone how talented she is. That's about to happen. However, I must draw attention to this. First, the primary problem with the off-ball content is that Caitlyn, the team, and the viewing quality. When Caitlyn has the ball, everyone's experience is better. However, Stephanie White frequently notes that Caitlyn is an on- and off-ball athlete. She seems to want to limit what makes Caitlyn exceptional, and the reason I mention it is these remarks made by Steph White and Kelsey are incredibly positive rather than negative. However, these two simply have a different vibe than Stephanie and Caitlyn. Now let's begin with Kel.
It's just chemistry and wanting to play free. And I think Steph did a good job of like showing that throughout the course of the world. And me like being able to play free last year was just like one of the things that you want to sell to players that's, trying to win. And I think that with CC and AB, I think we done a really great job of building a chemistry that can't be broken. And I think that it's something to really hang your hat on because we trust each other. We constantly building with each other. And I think practice lately has it's been really great for us because you get to see the free agents and the ones that do come in, really see how we gel and hopefully get embraced by it.
Overall, that's really good that I adore my teammates. You enjoy learning about chemistry and other related topics. Did you notice, though, when she remarked, "Steph White lets me play free"? She doesn't need to defend herself. Like Caitlyn, who will be coerced into playing a game in a moment, she is able to play as she pleases. In her remarks, Steph White reaffirmed that.
I mean, she's huge. I don't think there's a faster player in the league with the ball than Kelsey Mitchell. I don't think there's a scarier player in the league to guard one-on-one than Kelsey Mitchell. And, for us, putting her in position to do what she does best so that she doesn't have to think about it, she can just do it, was a priority. And Kelsey and Aaliyah really put us on their shoulders, and they elevated us to that next level. And Kelsey is a player that you want her to reach the pinnacle.
First of all, it's clear that Steph adores Kelsey. She believes that she is the league's most difficult player to guard. I'm happy she's back because her followers adore her. She's positive, skilled, and has no complaints. However, the way she describes her, we want to help her succeed, so she won't have to worry about anything. We wish to provide her with the best chance to prevail since she deserves it. I'm not implying that Steph White dislikes Caitlyn as a person or as a player. However, every interview I've heard over the previous year appears to indicate that Kelsey's favorite player and she gives her freedom to do what she wants. Simply said, I don't hear the same zeal for Caitlyn. If anything, it has to do with limitations on her game and ensuring that she operates within the coach's framework as so much, so that Caitlyn had to respond with her thoughts. Regarding the off-ball approach, she also made a strong statement about her worth in her response.
Yeah, I think a little bit of off-the-ball stuff. I think mostly on dead balls, I'm the best. I think I'm the best transition player in the league. That's where I thrive. Everybody knows that's my game. So, getting the ball off of rebound or in transition, that's probably when I'm going to be the primary ball handler more than anything. And then, getting off the ball a little bit and catching your breath. It is exhausting bringing the ball up 94 feet versus pressure every single time. So we certainly need to find somebody that can handle the ball a little bit and, give me a little bit of a break.
Now, when it comes to PR, Caitlyn is rather strategic. She is aware that everything she says will be scrutinized and examined and pasted all over. The answer was yes, but it's true that I can't always have the ball. It's exhausting, of course, but I'm also the world's greatest at this. Put otherwise, the front office of the Indiana Fever and going too far with your off-ball tactic is not in your best advantage, Stephanie White. You place the ball in someone else's. You're being detrimental to the squad when you're in transition. As I'm the most skilled at this, it's a significant declaration. It demonstrates that she is aware of her worth, and with 1 year remaining on her rookie contract as she starts her third season, given that both Kelsey's and Sophie's futures are uncertain for the upcoming year, she will face a difficult. Take a look at how she is used in Season 3. The athletes obviously enjoy each other, and she wants to stay since she likes Indianapolis. And there's a lot for fans to look forward to this season. However, being underutilized won't make her happy. In terms of Caitlyn's future, I believe this will be a major plot point this season. Share your thoughts with me in the remarks that I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you again soon.